servants whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important tasks in this county. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and a faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of the county, and those whose interests you have committed to our church. Amen. Thank you. You have committed. Honorable members, if there is any apology, please. Honorable members, if there is any apology, none. Let's adopt the agenda of today. Who is proposing? Honorable James Were. Agenda of today. Seconded by Honorable Seth Okumu. Thank you. Seconded by Honorable Seth Okumu. So, honorable members, we'll go to introductions. Honorable James Ochieng Omolo. Go to introductions. The acting chair for this committee, PICPAC, I represent West Chakach Ward.
Seth Okumu, MCA East Dem, and a member of the committee. Seth Okumu, MCA East
James Mere, Nyalenda PMCA, member of the committee. James Mere.
Thank you. Secretariat.
Member of the committee.
Austin Ochieng, committee clerk.
Secretariat.
Wycliffe Wade, member of the
Ochieng,
secretariat.
Secretariat.
Wycliffe Wade, member of the secretariat.
Thank you to the auditors. Thank you to the auditors. Thank you to the auditors.
Elizabeth Atieno, Secretary General. Elizabeth Atieno, Secretary General.
My name is Kipkwe Chuta from the Office of the Auditor General. And my name is Kipkwe Chuta from the Office of the Auditor General.
Hospital administration.
My name is Victor Mundia Jumbo. I'm the medical superintendent of Ober Kamoth Sub-County Hospital. Jumbo. I'm the medical superintendent of Ober Kamoth Sub-County Hospital. Jumbo. I'm the medical superintendent of Ober Kamoth Sub-County Hospital.
My names are Fanwil Ogelo. I'm the hospital administrator. My names are Fanwil Ogelo. I'm the hospital administrator.
My name is Okumu George, the non-receiving officer in charge at Ober. My name is Okumu George, the non-receiving officer in charge at Ober.
Thank you very much. I think we'll can administer oath. Thank you very much. I think we'll can administer oath. Thank you very much. I think we'll can administer oath. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I, Mr. Victor Omondia Jumbo, do solemnly and sincerely swear that every word that I shall utter before this committee is the truth and nothing but the truth, and that every statement and declaration that I shall make shall be made conscientiously believing the same to be true and according to the oaths and statutory declarations. So help me God. According to the oaths and statutory declarations. So help me God.
Thank you. Sign it.
So help me God.
Thank you. Sign it.
So help me God.
Thank you. Sign it. Thank you. Sign it. Thank you. Sign it. Thank you very much, honorable members, and thank you very much, honorable members. I think we'll start with the report of the Auditor General on Ober Kamoth Sub-County Level 4 store for the year ended 30th June 2022, County Government of Kisumu. And the Auditor, we have chosen the Auditor on the report on effectiveness of internal controls, risk management and governance. And on this, we choose on ineffectiveness of the Board of Management. The Auditor. Effectiveness of the Board of Management. Page 7. The Auditor. Effectiveness of the Board of Management. Page 7. The Auditor. Effectiveness of the Board of Management. Page 7. The Auditor. Effectiveness of the Board of Management.
Chair, ineffectiveness of the Board of Management, a review of board management records revealed that board operated without an approved charter which defines the roles, responsibilities, and function of the board. Further, management did not provide appointment letters for board members of the hospital for audit. In the circumstances, the effectiveness of the hospital oversight and governance could not be confirmed. Thank you.
I thought we were carrying on. Okay.
Thank you.
That's all. To the management, please, your response. That's all. To the management, please, your response. That's all.
Thank you.
Please, your response. That's all.
Thank you. We take note of the audit findings, and the management regrets not providing the copies of the appointment letters, though these letters were available and they had been issued to the members. Unfortunately, during the audit,
Order, please. Just verbatim, read the response verbatim. Just verbatim, this query to 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 the response verbatim.
we take note of the audit findings, and we regret not providing this documentation during audit.
Which paragraph? I seem not to get it. In your response document, I seem not to get it. Which paragraph? Document. First page or second?
Page 6.
First page or second?
Page 6.
Page 6. This is first page. I only have two, 3 pages. Page 6. 1, 2, 3 pages. I only have two, 3 pages. Page 6. 1, 2, 3 pages. I only have
I think you don't have the
3 pages. I only have
the current one. I don't know whether what you're holding is the latest response.
This one is signed by Medical Superintendent Ober Kamoth, Sub-County Hospital. Medical Superintendent Ober Kamoth on 3rd October 2024. Is it the same? Just show. On 3rd October 2024.
It's different.
Just show. So which one is which? Because all of us have different. Just show. Which one is which? Because all of us have different. Just show.
Even the submission we received, I am not seeing the issue. Even the submission we received on the response, not seeing the issue. Even the submission we received on the response, not seeing the issue. Even the submission we received on the response, not seeing the issue. Even the submission we received on the response.
This is the same one we have, and the auditor also is confirming he has none. This is the same one on this issue, and the auditor also is, and maybe several other issues. Where is your response? And maybe several other issues. Where is your response? And maybe several other issues. Yeah, honorable. Yeah, honorable.
Yeah, response. But we need to first confirm if the response we are having is the same response that the auditor is having. The response we are having, because that is very key before I continue with my submission. And I want to give the auditor a copy of my response to compare with this copy and confirm if we have the same response.
Go ahead.
Compare with this copy and confirm if we have the same response.
Go ahead.
Compare with this copy and confirm if we have the same response.
Go ahead.
Compare with this copy and confirm if we have the same response.
Go ahead.
Compare with this copy and confirm if we have the same response.
Go ahead. Yes, auditor. Yes, auditor. You have a different one, we have a different one, they have a different one. You have a different one, we have a different one, they have a different one. You have a different one, we have a different one, they have a different one.
That's the next question I wanted to ask, if you permit me, to allow me to compare if the responses they're having, if you permit me, is similar to either the two that are now before me. Is similar to either. Maybe if I can get a copy of their response through you, Honorable Chair.
Yeah, can you?
A copy of their response through you, Honorable Chair.
Yeah, can you?
A copy of their response through you, Honorable Chair.
Yeah, can you? Different. This is even different with mine. So there is a problem different with mine. So So there's a problem different with mine. 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 So honorable member. And this is the same with the auditors.
Chair, it seems the responses that the auditor is having and the responses the management are having are the same.
So is
But the responses that we're having at the assembly are the same. Are
quite
different.
different.
The responses that
So
we're
I think
having
clerk
at the
can get us did you submit this to the clerk? I think clerk can get us
Yes, we did.
submit this to the clerk. So I think his office to get us the copies. You can get the copies. Yeah, 5 copies for us. So that we can continue. But we can continue with this one as we wait for the copies. This null and void. The other one. This green one is null and void. This null and void. It is not really in tandem with the responses. I see this is very detailed. Not really in tandem. So as he gets us the this is very detailed.
Chair, because like I've seen, I think a few copies being brought before.
Okay, we can share.
Yes.
And they don't have now. Do you have a copy? We can share.
Yes. This is the only copy you're having.
We only have to. Oh, this one or this one.
This is the only copy you're having.
We have to wait. Yeah, we have to wait.
Yeah, maybe they can send for us soft copies. That will be faster. So that we don't waste soft copies. That will
Do you have a soft?
so that we
So that we get to clerk and we get it to now funds. So that we get to then remove. We get it to now funds. Seemingly removed. If it was brought into the clerk's office, we didn't get the copies. And where is the original of this other one? We didn't get. That is the confusion. And where is this green one? Where is the origin? That is the confusion.
Chair, we had previously appeared before the assembly, but the copy of the report you had was deemed not in the right format, so we were to make corrections.
So this is the original. Okay, that's okay. You can give us the sent to Austin. 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 After you send, we just continue. You will read your because we'll get it. You will read your response as per what you are because we'll get it. You will read your response as per what you are because we'll get it. You will read your response as per what you are because we'll get it. So now you can read the response on that issue so that we move. So now you can read the response on that issue. Generally give it to the members. So now you can read the response on that issue. Generally give it to the members. So now you can read the response on that issue. Generally give it to the members. So now you can read the generally give it to the members. Generally give it to the members.
Our response was on the question on the lack of approved budget, question on the lack of which you responded as follows.
No.
Which you responded as
Did you listen to the auditor? Maybe we start afresh.
That's what I wanted to request. That the office of the auditor can maybe repeat the issue, and then he can respond.
Let's do it afresh, then he will take up.
And then he can
Thank you, Chair.
respond.
Let's do it afresh.
Effectiveness of the Board of Management. A review of Board of Management records revealed that the board operated without an approved charter, which defines the roles, responsibilities, and functions of the board. Further, management did not provide appointment letters for board members of the hospital for audit. In the circumstances, the effectiveness of the hospital oversight and governance could not be confirmed. Thank you, Chair.
Administrator.
Thank you, Chair.
Response. Administrator.
Chair, through your guidance, I think the part which has been read is missing from my response. For 2022, I don't know whether it is 2023, maybe I have to check.
This is for 2022.
2023, maybe I have to check.
This is for 2022.
2023, maybe I have to check.
This is for 2022. I'm also trying to locate it. I'm not getting it anywhere. So trying to locate it.
Yeah,
I'm not getting
Chair, maybe we can find out from the auditor if the response they were given was having.
Maybe we can find out from the auditor if the response
The issue was addressed.
Maybe we can find out from
auditor.
The issue was addressed.
Chair, I can confirm the responses on the issue was not there. Chair, I can confirm the responses on the issue.
So there was no response. Honorable member.
If the response is not there, then we don't need to struggle finding it. Maybe we can go to the next question because we can make a determination, maybe with or without its response. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, honorable member. I think that is for the. That's all for the. 22. We move to 23. Report of the Auditor General on Ober Kamoth Sub-County Level 4 Hospital for the year ended 30th June 2023. On this one, for the year ended 30th June, we have chosen question 3.0. We have chosen unsupported procurements. We have chosen unaudited procurements. We have chosen unaudited procurements. We have chosen unaudited procurements. Unaudited procurements. Unaudited procurements.
3.0.
Yes, unsupported procurements.
Unsupported procurements.
Yes.
The statement of
unsupported
financial
procurements.
performance reflects an amount of Kenya shillings 653,797 and Kenya shillings 422,425 under medical, clinical costs and general expenses respectively. Examination of the expenditure records revealed that the hospital procured goods and services under medical, clinical costs and general expenses of Kenya shillings 365,614 and Kenya shillings 182,000 respectively, totaling to Kenya shillings 547,614. However, procurement records such as request for quotations, quotation opening register, committees minutes on quotation and opening register, and evaluation reports, inspection and acceptance report on goods delivered were not provided in support of the award of the firm that were engaged. It was therefore not possible to confirm whether the procurements were competitive. In the circumstances, value for money on the medical clinical costs and general costs amounting to Kenya shillings 547,614 could not be confirmed. Thank you.
Yes, management response on the same.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, Chair. Our response, we take note of the audit findings. However, as per the directive by the Department of Health, we were to have procurements done through KEMSA, as we have attached in Annex 3.
Where is an next 3? Next 3? There's no annex in this document. Or where is it?
There is a copy of annexes in one of the binded folders, I think. We binded them separately. Folders, I think, as annexes.
So annexes was just one on its own. Just check. So annexes was just one on its own. Just check. So annexes was just one on its own. Just check. Next one. Just check. Next one. Next 3. Next one. Next 3. Next one. I'm just seeing an X3 of 2023 to be the delivery note from KEMSA. Is it the one you are referring not from KEMSA?
Yes, Chair.
Is it the one you are referring not from KEMSA?
Yes, Chair.
Is it the one you are referring not? To the auditor, you have the annexures? To the auditor,
We did
you
not
have the
receive
annexures?
the annexures, and we were not provided with the supporting documents and procurement supporting documents. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Member?
Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Member?
Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Member?
Right, so it's very interesting. Chair, think every time I see Ober Kamoth, I see the need to have our facilities trained in responses to the auditor, auditor issues. Auditor issues. Even the way they are bringing the documents tells you. I don't think it's deliberate. They are really struggling, but they don't know what to put where. I don't think it's deliberate. Where to put what, and who to give what. Where to put because if they're referring to an annexure that they're having, but they did not give the auditor, and it's the auditor who asked the question, then who are they giving this annexure? And it's the auditor who asked the first person that should receive those annexures is the office of the auditor. The first person that should know that they can ascertain if the query that they asked has been resolved or not. But without receiving it, then has been resolved or not. It's hard. It's really, really hard. Receiving it then, and on that note, Chair, it's really I really want to plead on that note, Chair, that Ober Kamoth has honored their presence in the assembly. We have asked the issues. We have seen how they are responding. I think asking further issues cannot resolve any of those queries. We can make a determination on the audit report. We can make a determination without any further issues being raised. Without any further, I know we, Chair, take note that we have the nursing officer here who's supposed to be providing services, and they're in charge. I think we can let them do what they know, and they struggle to find a solution to this problem without asking them any further questions, Chair. I know the office of the auditor will agree with me because it's like we're just doing a routine questions when we know there are no answers. I suggest there are no answers, that we call it a day with the few questions that they've answered. Now we know where they are and we can recommend. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I think the auditors, if I may ask, in your opinion, is this resolved or not? Maybe you can answer that, then we move. Is this resolved or not? Maybe you can answer that, then we move. Is this resolved or not? Maybe you can answer that, then we move. Is this resolved or not? Maybe you can answer that, then we move. Is this resolved or not? Maybe you can answer that, then we move. Is this resolved or not? Maybe you can answer that, then we move. Is this resolved or not? Maybe you can answer that, then we move. So all of them remain unresolved, and as such, we will move. So we have the annexures, we will do our report and our recommendations. The honorable members, unless someone has anything, any other issue on the same, we can, any other issue on the same, John, we can, any other issue on the same, yes, John, we can, any other issue on the same. So if none of you have anything, I'll just, so unless you also have anything to say, I'll just, before I close. Unless you also have anything
just to thank the Assembly through you, Chair, for giving us this opportunity, and we have learned from the gaps, and we look forward to do it better.
Thank you. Let's pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech to you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this county. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just a faithful manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county and of those whose interests you have committed to our church. Amen. Thank you, honorable members. The meeting stands adjourned. Amen. Thank you, honorable members. The meeting stands adjourned. Amen. Thank you, honorable members. The meeting stands adjourned. Amen. Thank you, honorable members. The meeting stands adjourned. Amen. Thank you, honorable members. The meeting stands adjourned.